Just blocks from the Capitol building, we welcome you to Nationals Park. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles and the Washington Nationals. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Max Scherzer, a Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Eric, any thoughts?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
Adam Jones strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder, Adam Jones.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1.
First pitch, 7:05.
Scherzer into the windup. Here's the 0-1. And Jones takes this one for a ball, 1-1. Eric, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in hoping to get back on the beam as they've dropped 3 straight.
And you know, the little things have been a recurring theme on these telecasts for years now, but when you're in a losing streak like this, no matter how minor it is, it always seems like the little things are going the other team's way. That has certainly been the case these last few games.
And that misses 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game.
Well, you know you're off to a good start, and you've got a guy shaking his head one at-bat into the ball game. You know, and if he can keep these guys off balance throughout, he's going to leave a lot of guys shaking their heads before this is through.
Here's Steve Pearce now. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Matt, Darryl, he can have that moving strike zone at times. He calls a pretty good game overall, but I know people aren't always sure what he likes.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit out towards second. Murphy's got it. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away.
Batting third baseman number 13, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Outside, 2-1. Nothing inside here, at least not to start the at-bat, and I imagine that's by design.
Yeah, they'll give him right field. They just don't want him to turn on something. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Worth has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Ubaldo Jimenez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Trey Turner comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Nationals, center fielder, Trey Turner.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. And oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. EK, you look at these Orioles as they begin play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
And they got both the series and the road trip off to a good start with the win yesterday, so they'll be aiming to keep it going here.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now a ball lined to the left side. But foul. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
That might be his way of saying, look, enough of the foul balls already.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Drilled to first. Fielded cleanly by Davis. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
Left fielder, Jason Worth.
Jason Worth will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch on its way. Low for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
1 out, nobody on. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk.
Yeah, they went to the slider there on 3-2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping a hitter will see fastball and swing through it. But it didn't work out that time, and he winds up losing him.
Daniel Murphy takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and one away. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Just getting deeper and deeper into trouble here in the first inning. He's walked one guy already. Now he's fallen behind another guy here.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
Whew, that's a gift.
Runner at first here, one man out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner at first had to wait and see if that ball was going to get caught or not. If there's two away, most likely he scores easily. Instead, they have to wind up holding him at third base. I got to tell you, if that were me standing on second base right now, I'd be saying, yo, where's my RBI?
Here comes the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
A 1-0 pitch. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Runners are at second and third with one down. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Well, you know, you really hate to see this first inning opportunity slip away, especially with two guys on and your cleanup hitter up there. But now it's going to take a two-out hit from your number 5 guy to put a crooked number on the board.
Anthony Rendon will stand in now. And as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Davis is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Second inning upcoming from our nation's capital with no score. Chris Davis will dig in for the first time now. 1 home run shy of 30 on the year so far.
Davis.
And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
And you know, he's a guy that's definitely going to attack you with the fastball. He's got a good one, so why not?
And he lays off for ball 1.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Scherzer's ready. Here's the 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
And this is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Mark Trumbo will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Bounce towards the second baseman. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
And you know, against a lot of second basemen, this is going to be an infield single. But watch how he fields this thing and then maneuvers his body into a good throwing motion and unloads it quickly to get his man.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The numbers coming in, 278 the average, and even 20 home runs and 62 driven in. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Rendon is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We'll dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And he lays off there, 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. One and one, here it comes. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
And you know, he did a good job of getting out of trouble in that first inning. That makes getting the leadoff man here important for him to start the second.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Well, now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
And this misses from Jimenez, and that'll fill up the count now, 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And another foul ball. Here comes the payoff pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Danny Espinosa.
Danny Espinosa will dig in now. 1 home run shy of 20 for the season so far. First offering on its way. Good fastball there from Jimenez as he gets ahead 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2.
And that's right where you want to be with your specialty pitches. If you can start them knee high and let them dip out of the strike zone, you'll have a lot of success with locations like that one.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Lobaton.
Standing in now, Jose Lobaton. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 3 homers and 6 RBIs. The 1-0 delivery. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he just really pulled off of that pitch. This is a 2-seamer working its way down and away, and he wasn't even close.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Three and 2 now. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Scope has it. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More coming up from Nationals Park in just a moment. Matt Wieters will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Scherzer looks in. 2-2 pitch on its way. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Good battle. Count remains full. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Oh, and he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
J.J. Hardy will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Ubaldo Jimenez will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Boy, that's pretty good patience out there out of a pitcher who's acting like a hitter, especially with 2 outs.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We've played 2.5. No score on the show. Max Scherzer digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Washington, pitcher, Max Scherzer.
And a foul pop behind the plate. And he's retired, 1 away.
Now batting,
Trey Turner will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
You know, if there's any consolation, though, he saw a lot of pitches. So it's a good at-bat. Not the result he wanted, but a good at-bat.
Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
1 out away now from 3 full scoreless innings, and both pitchers are working both inside, outside, up and down. Looking solid here to start this ball game.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and here's the left fielder, Jason Worth. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Two out, nobody on. That evens it up, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Hardy is there for it. And the inning is over. We'll see Adam Jones when we come back. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Adam Jones will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Scherzer against the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it's foul, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And Jones fails to come up with that one as he falls behind here, 0-2 now. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And he reaches for one out of his own and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Here's Steve Pearce now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ball game. That misses. 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Well, he needed a hit like this. Got to get him to snap out of this cold streak. I mean, you're just looking for something to go your way, and that ball, it's not hit particularly well, but it happens to find a hole. He's saying, man, it's about time.
So a runner on first with 1 out now. And standing in now, the third baseman, Manny Machado. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1.
After battling injuries in previous years, Manny Machado showed everybody what he could do in 2015. He got named to the All-Star team, he participated in the Home Run Derby, and he won another Gold Glove.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. 2-2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Well, like you said, 2015 was definitely a year to remember for Manny. He became only the 7th Oriole to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in the same year.
Yeah, for him, it's all about health. If he can stay on the field, he's going to put together a stellar career. He's got all the tools. There's no doubt about that.
Well, right now, he is just carving them up. Dare I say, like a Thanksgiving turkey? That's 7 strikeouts already, and he's made it look easy so far.
At the plate, Chris Davis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
And now with a 2-0 count, both pitches have been in. This might be where you say, all right, I'm going to let it fly if this next one's middle away.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far. Rips this one to first. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Daniel Murphy is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Back at it now is Jimenez as he's able to jump ahead in the count quickly here. 0-1.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Now the 0-2 pitch. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And this misses from Jimenez, and that'll fill up the count now, 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with the leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Throw to first by Hardy for out number 1. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the 4th inning. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First pitch coming, here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Down the third baseline. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
And he'd been on a pretty good roll until that base hit right there. He'd set down 9 in a row, so now he's going to have to remember what it's like to work out of the stretch.
Anthony Rendon in now, hopped out in his first trip. He's set. Here it comes. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Lays off 2-2 now. Runners on first with one down. Full count now. 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with one out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
To first. Davis has it. Hardy for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Oh, there's so much that can go wrong with this play right here. This will give us a great angle to look at it. Look where he fields this thing. Then as he goes to throw it, stop it right there. He's got no real direct lane to the bag. Now, we've seen guys screw this up all the time. They throw it off the runner's back. They hit someone's helmet. Anything can go wrong. But he's able to avoid that danger here as he gets that force at second base.
Ryan Zimmerman is in with two away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Hard liner to center field. In there, a base hit.
It wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Into the box, Danny Espinoza, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. Taken in by Scope. And a gorgeous flip to second, and with that, the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Mark Trumbo heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Jonathan Scope stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Here's the first pitch to him. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
To 2-2 now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Still 2-2. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Full count, 3-2. Matt Wieters waiting on deck. Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Jonathan Scope. Number 21 for him on the season. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now.
Wieters.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. To short, hit hard. Backhanded. On to first, and Wieters is set down now, 2 away.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, J.J. Hardy.
J.J. Hardy is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0. Nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Zimmerman is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Orioles on the board first thanks to the solo home run. Middle of the night here at Nationals Park, and it's 1-0 Baltimore. Jose Lobaton will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Got him swinging in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Now batting.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
Stepping in now, Max Scherzer, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Trey Turner will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
And maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Served out to left off the end of the bat. And that's in there. Base hit.
Just amazing what this guy's done with the bat this year. I mean, even when he's in a 2-strike hole, he still finds a way to come through.
So stepping in, Jason Worth, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
Here's his splitter that's taken for a ball, 1-1.
You got to figure we'll start seeing a pretty heavy dose of that splitter. I mean, this is a situation that absolutely calls for it.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And Worth among the best in baseball a couple of years ago working the count. He's got it to 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Hardy for 1. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Ubaldo Jimenez gets the call to bat for himself with his guys up a run here in the 6th inning.
You got to love a manager that lets his pitchers contribute to their own cause. He's got the lead right here, so don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Adam Jones stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. In there, no balls and a strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And Jones takes this one for a ball, 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Set to deal on 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll squeeze this one for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Steve Pearce will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his 2nd plate appearance. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Turner has it in his tracks. And that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. But they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Daniel Murphy, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And that's in there for strike 1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Two and one.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Hard hit ball to second. Scope is there, and a rather easy first out.
Right fielder number 34, Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. First pitch of the at-bat. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
One out, nobody on. Chopped foul right at home plate. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Down 0-2 there. He knows he's got to protect the plate. He almost went around right there, but that's a good job to hold it back.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I got to count 2 and 2.
Squared that one up just a little late. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
And I'll tell you what, he's throwing with a lot of confidence right now. And he's also taking some chances with location. But he's thinking he's bulletproof out there, and so far he has been.
Anthony Rendon will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2 and 2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3 and 2.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. He probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So a very good inning that time for Ubaldo Jimenez. Still working on a 1-0 lead. Back here at Nationals Park, Orioles leading this one through 6 as we take a look at our game summary to this point. Manny Machado will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Here's the ball hit high in the air and fairly deep toward the right field corner. Harper is back, and he reaches up to put it away for a long out, number 1.
First baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Chris Davis will dig in now. He's struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats.
Yeah, he hit that ball pretty hard on the line out. He just couldn't get it to fall for him.
And he gets ahead 0-1. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs.
Yeah, Matt, there are the numbers right there. And as of now, they stand tied for second in that category. So the staff has been doing their job all season long, keeping them in just about every ball game. And I'll tell you, it's always nice to know the pitching will keep it close until you can make some noise with the bats.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Mark Trumbo is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And that misses for ball 4.
And there you get a look at his pitch count, and you can see he's over the 100 pitch mark right now. So some of those mistakes are going to start to get magnified late in this ball game. You can bet they're keeping close tabs on him in that dugout.
Jonathan Scope will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Scherzer comes set. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. One pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
And that's exactly where you want to put that thing. Start it right down the middle and trust that its action will cause it to drop.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Such a good at-bat right here. When you can grind out 7, 8 pitches against a guy that's running short on gas, that can be huge.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Hit softly on the ground to third. He's got it. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Orioles leave one. They lead it 1-0. Ryan Zimmerman steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Line towards center field. And that'll be a base hit. So right away, the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the 7th.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors, because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And that's going to be the end of the line tonight for Ubaldo Jimenez. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Brad Brock will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out.
Brad Brock.
Danny Espinoza will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out.
Well, this ball got in on him just a little bit, so he wasn't really able to hit it as hard as he wanted. But he winds up moving his guy up to second base, so it wasn't totally a waste of that bat.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Jose Lobaton. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive, and give the next guy a chance as well.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Played on the backhand. On to Davis at first, and there are two away.
These days in this game, we talk so much about situational hitting. Hit behind the runners, move guys up. But with one out, you got to try to drive that guy in. That was a really unproductive out, even though the guy moves to third.
Wilson Ramos will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Wilson Ramos.
And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one.
Boy, he's got to get with the program here. Well, that's an important run down there at third, and you can't be chasing pitches like that.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fouled straight back. Hit back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. It's 1-1.
So smart here at the plate. You can see he's not trying to hit the ball out of the park. But there are times for that, but here he's got a guy out there on third, so this is just a short, compact swing. Just looking to get that run home. He's able to get the job done.
Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. In now, Trey Turner. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Oh, good spot. On the black for strike two. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. 8th inning coming up. All tied at 1-1. Sean Kelly will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
27, Sean Kelly.
Number 25 is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
He's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
The 0-1 pitch. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Right side, scooped up on the backhand. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter, number
2 very well-pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ballgame. Things have been tight throughout. J.J. Hardy will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
First delivery to him on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. One out, nobody on. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Yeah, no way for him to be able to get out of the way of that one. And seeing as though he's the go-ahead run, probably wouldn't have tried too hard anyway.
Pedro Alvarez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 24, Pedro Alvarez.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Here's the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control 1-2. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Well, don't expect him to forget throwing inside. Even after the hit by pitch, he just won't start giving in to guys out there.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Now batting number 6, center fielder Adam Jones.
Well, let's see it again in show motion. I don't know. That's awfully close. He might have got away with one there.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and standing in the fine center fielder Adam Jones. From the belt, the pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1.
Sooner or later, the Orioles are going to have to find that key hit. Pretty much eluded them all throughout.
Here comes the 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
Runners are at first and second with one away. On the ground up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Throw into third, and he is in there.
Now batting.
With that base hit, he drives in the go-ahead run, and he is excited. And he's got every right to be.
Aaron Barrett will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are two on with only one away.
Aaron Barrett.
Here's Steve Pearce now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Even though this is still just a one-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. Hit hard to short. And that is through into left as he delivers. It's a base hit. In to score the runner from third, and that moves the lead to 2 here in the 8th.
And that could turn out to be a very big insurance run right there. That makes this a 2-run game now. And the way their starter's pitching, he may not wind up even needing it. But at least it gives him a little bit of a cushion out there.
Manny Machado will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole. Hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. In tied at 93, ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
First and second now, 1 man out. Two-one pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to swing the bat.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, you talk about a big time to come up with a strikeout. Now, you still got one more guy to get through here in the inning, but now with 2 outs, you can take a step back, take a deep breath, and know that those runners have to stay put at first and second.
Chris Davis steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
You're in a tough situation here on the mound because you don't want to load the bases, but you also need to be extra careful with this guy up here at the plate.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
And this has been his problem all night long. He just keeps going after pitches that he should be watching.
2 down, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Baltimore's out in front, 3-1. Mike Wright is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
59, Mike Wright.
Francisco Pena is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Francisco Pena.
Leading off the inning, Jason Worth, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy, and you don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
You know, when you're holding on to a slim lead, you just can't walk the leadoff guy. I mean, those are the ones that really come back to haunt you. So he's really going to need to work towards getting a ground ball here.
Daniel Murphy will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Pierce on the move. And that's the first out of the inning. Two very good pitching performances illustrated there as we give you a look at our starter comparison in this 3-1 contest. Bryce Harper gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Has a look, now the pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Inside and low, 2-1. On the ground to short. Could this be 2? The second for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Nationals go quietly, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Back now with baseball on the show from the nation's capital. Just down the street from that building, we are set for what remains in this one. Blake Trinan will come on inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Striding in to start the ninth, Mark Trumbo, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it comes on 1-1. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures why mess with success when you get it to 1-2.
And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the ninth.
The second baseman,
Well, this was not one of the sharpest sliders he's going to throw. You see it flatten out a bit, just a 7-inch break, but that was in a good spot and he couldn't make contact.
Here's Jonathan Scope now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Slider taken for a called strike, 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
All even now, 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that you basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
1 out, nobody on. Belted high in the air out to left. Worth going back. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, you know he's got 1 home run already. And I think off the bat right there, he was pretty sure he got another one. But you can see this ball's going to wind up just a little bit short as it kicks off the wall. And he's going to have to settle for just a 2-base hit this time.
Into the box now, Francisco Pena, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. This is blistered into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. He will score, and the O's add another to their lead. It's now 4-1.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, J.J. Hardy.
J.J. Hardy steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
He's set, now the pitch. He's running towards second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Well, that was kind of surprising to see him stealing anyway. It didn't really look like he had a great lead at all, and they throw him out by a country mile.
Now the 0-1. And this is taken. It's a ball and a strike now to the Baltimore shortstop.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. 2 out, nobody on. Hot shot on the ground is short. Backhanded. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Orioles 4 and the Nats 1. Now here comes Baltimore manager Buck Showalter out to the home plate area, card lineup in hand, so it looks like a double switch could be afoot here. Giovanni Gallardo will come on now, trying to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
And batting in the 8th spot, number 49, Giovanni Gallardo. Now playing shortstop and batting in the 9th spot.
Leading off the inning, Anthony Rendon, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Gallardo into his motion. Here's the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Rendon is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. And then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tap fouled at home plate. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2. And Zimmerman will watch this one miss for ball 4.
Now batting, shortstop.
Zach Britton is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Now pitching for Baltimore, number 53, Zach Britton.
Danny Espinoza will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's 2-0 now.
It looks like he's going to be taken until he gets a strike. Not a bad plan when you're down by 3 in the 9th.
Ripped down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
They continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But, as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Jose Lobaton will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
From the stretch. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Up top, it's 2-0. Count and the pitch. Boy, nothing working for him at this point. It's 3-0. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Here it comes on 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. He's behind on the swing there, and the count moves to 3-2.
He's going to need to crank that swing up another notch if he's going to catch up to those.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Chopped out to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Yeah, that will load the bases, but I'll tell you what, if he doesn't reach out and get some leather on this ball, that's a run for sure.
Ben Revere will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 9, Ben Revere.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Ready with the 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Has to challenge him here. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
And that is a big time to come up with a strikeout in a tight game like this. You still got that tying run over there at first, but with 2 away now, you don't necessarily need a ground ball to get you out of this.
Trey Turner makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
And he'll lay off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Washington shortstop.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
And now a sharply hit ball toward the right side as this gets fouled past the coaching box. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
2 out, bases loaded. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, maybe a little problem is that they wind up having to burn through the bullpen a little bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish off this victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Orioles win this one 4-1. Good night from D.C.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Orioles.